An old bowling alley is up for sale, and its manager does everything he can to prevent it from being torn down. This is the story of the Sarasota Film Festival feature, When Jeff Tried to Save the World. SNN's Hallie Pilot joins us now with an inside look.
Good evening. I'm joined by writer and director Kendall Goldberg and John Heater, who plays Jeff in When Jeff Tried to Save the World. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
And welcome to Sarasota. I should say welcome back to Sarasota, because they were here last year for the short for their film at the festival, and now you're here for the feature. And this was always meant to be a feature. So, how does it feel to be back a year later, kind of seeing your original vision for this movie kind of come to life?
Yeah, it's pretty great, full circle, surreal sort of experience. I mean, I've been working on this film for a while. John's been a part of it for multiple years now.
Just waiting and waiting.
Waiting for me to call, just by his phone.
When are we making this?
We have been, I've been trying to get this movie made, and one of the ways that I was convinced that maybe that would help is to make a proof of concept short film. So we condensed the feature script, and it was great, and they really liked it, and they were like, we can't wait for you to come back and bring the feature back here. So it's very cool. It's been a great experience so far.
And John, you played Jeff.
Yeah.
And going back, to 2004, Napoleon Dynamite is, kind of what launched you into the spotlight. And since then, 14 years have passed. You've had several roles since then, obviously, some dramatic, but your more prominent roles have kind of been, like the silly, goofy kind of slapstick comedies. So what were you most looking forward to about kind of stepping into this role?
I mean, I read the script and I got the feel. I mean, the movie feels like exactly how I read it, and thought, yes, this is going to have a little bit of both. We play it real. I just like doing any role. I'm not necessarily looking for, oh, it's got to be dramatic, oh, it's got to be slapstick funny, whatever just the project calls for, and if it hits me in a certain way.
And I've seen the film, and I didn't know you haven't seen it, so I feel kind of special.
Everybody's seen it.
Not everybody, but it will be interesting to watch it with you tonight.
Yeah.
I will say though, it was extra special for me to watch this movie because I grew up just down the street from Kendall. I mean, when we used to hang out when we were young, we would make movies. I followed her movie making journey from the beginning. So I'm watching this movie and I see, her touch of humor come out, and I see these jokes and I'm like, that's so Kendall, But it, like you said, it's a drama. So I'm sure it's pretty difficult to kind of find the balance between, when to add those funny moments and then, when to make it more serious.
Yeah. I mean, I think sort of that comedy that comes from tragedy is what I tried to pull from my writing partner, Rachel Borgo, and I. We worked really hard on trying to make Jeff's character sort of the most dramatic.
It's just conflict is born out of storytelling, and so, the best ones will have moments of comedy, and I think this one is it's playing it real, and the more real you play it, the funnier it will be when it's supposed to be funny.
Yeah, and I mean, that's life too. It's
exactly.
You laugh when you're uncomfortable in certain moments, or when you're sad, you cry, and sometimes you laugh too. That's life and emotions, and I wanted there to be a lot of elements of realism mixed with those sort of surrealism, dream sequences that you see.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's such an interesting mix. And if you want to follow the film's journey post Sarasota, you can visit whenjeffmovie.com and visit them on Facebook. And do you have a Twitter too?
Yeah.
And on Twitter, the handle is @whenjeffmovie. Back to you.
Thanks, Hallie. And the film premieres at 9 o'clock tonight.